Moon Letter, Astrological Podcast.
Saturn and the Collapse of the Wave Function. An Astrologer Looks at Quantum Reality by Ben Belinsky. We start with Asbolus, the Centaur asteroid whose journey round the Sun takes 76 years, orbiting between Saturn and Neptune. Like the other centaurs, the main ones being Chiron, Pholus, Chariklo and Nessus, Asbolus has a dual identity of comet and asteroid, hence being named after the tribe of creatures with a dual identity of human and horse. In Greek mythology, Asbolus was one of a tribe or herd of centaurs who roamed the mountains of northern Greece. He was a seer, with the ability to read omens and signs from the movements and flights of birds. He understood the world of symbols and omens, that we live in dreams, and how they point to the future. Astrologically, his influence takes us into alternative realities, the multiple probable futures, all the maybes of what could happen, and at the same time into probable pasts, alternative histories, some where miracles happen, some where dragons exist, or where Atlantis and Lemuria are real, and where, as well as probable futures and probable pasts, there are also probable presents, different current realities that interpenetrate our own, that when we experience them can feel like a déjà vu, or a glitch in the matrix. We find Asbolus prominent in the charts of many creative people, not only writers of science fiction and fantasy, but also in the charts of filmmakers, and those artists such as the surrealists who describe other realities and make them real for our eyes. This idea of multiple probable realities also exists in the world inside the atom, the subatomic world of particles, such as photons, electrons, neutrons, and quarks. Science has been exploring this reality through experiments and looking for theories that explain the strange phenomena that go on at this scale. Mathematically, this is complex stuff, but even if we can't follow the mathematics involved, we can still grasp the concepts intuitively. Experiments have shown that sometimes light behaves like waves and sometimes like particles. Waves, like radio waves or waves in water, have frequency and amplitude, in other words, how often they come and how big they are. But as waves, they don't have an exact location. Particles, on the other hand, are discrete points that have location and speed. They move in straight lines and bounce off things as billiard balls do. But certain experiments suggest that at the subatomic level the same particle behaves as if it were in different places at the same time. This means that the only way to describe the location of a particle is that it has the probability of being somewhere, as well as probabilities of being in many other places. Particles can then be described as waves of probabilities. Even more strangely, when a particle may exist at a number of possible locations, it is only when it is detected and measured that its location and the path it took to get there are decided. This means that the particle has many possible pasts in addition to many possible presents. So at the quantum level, we're talking about a world of multiple alternative realities, of pasts, presents, and futures that come into being with various degrees of probability. From an astrological point of view, measurement is a function of Saturn. For Saturn, things are determined and fixed. Time is linear. Cause comes before effect. Events happen in a certain order. While in the quantum world of probability, there are multiple meanings, multiple interpretations, and the present can influence the past, just as the future can influence the present. So when the position of the particle is measured, the wave function collapses. We have left Asbola's sphere of probability in multiple realities, and we are back in Saturn's deterministic world. Quantum mechanics has emerged as a revolutionary way of describing the fundamental nature of matter, for what applies to energy also applies to matter. This means that in the world of quantum mechanics, everything, even physical matter, is a probable phenomenon. These theories of quantum mechanics have not only revolutionized physics, they have also influenced artists and writers, who have taken some of the features of the quantum world and applied them to their own creative processes. Borges' short story, The Garden of Forking Paths, has been said to foreshadow the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. Escher's pictures show us a world of impossible objects. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein takes us to a probable reality of what could happen if a scientist could reanimate the dead. Dali's disintegration of the persistence of memory echoes the description of the physical world as consisting mostly of empty space. Christopher Nolan's movie, Inception, takes us into parallel worlds which are only accessible in dream states. Interestingly, all these creative artists have Asbolas configured in their charts.
And for more astrological and spiritual musings, check out moonletter.co.uk.